And as you can see, I have two virtual machines here. One is Linux, one is Windows. Linux one is it is of Ubuntu, and Windows is of Windows Server 2019. Linux machine, I am accessing it through PuTTY, and Windows machine, I am accessing it through RDP. Now, very first step is to install latest PowerShell on both the virtual machines. For that, we'll go to Google and see how can we install latest version of PowerShell and OpenSSH. So you can just search for install PowerShell 7 on Ubuntu. We have got this link. So there they have given multiple options. One option is to installation via package repository, and next option is installation via direct download. I will go with the first option, where they have given all these commands. After running all these commands, we should get PowerShell latest version installed on Ubuntu machine. I'll just copy and run all these commands. The first command was to update the list of packages. Next one is install prerequisite packages. Next one is to get the version of Ubuntu. Next version is to download the Microsoft repository keys. Next one is to register the Microsoft repository keys. Next one is delete the Microsoft repository keys file. And next one is to update the list of packages after we added packages, packages.microsoft.com. Now the last step is to install PowerShell. So PowerShell is installed. This is PowerShell 7.4 version. For that, we have to use PWSH to see whether the PowerShell is installed or not. Yeah. So PowerShell version 7.4.5 is installed on this machine now, on this Linux virtual machine. The versions may change. As on today, this is the latest version. Now we have installed PowerShell latest version on the Ubuntu machine. The next step is to install OpenSSH on this machine. For that, of course, we'll again go to Google and look for install open SSH on Ubuntu. For that, they have already given the process here. So sudo apt install open SSH client we have to run. Before that, I have to come out of PWSSH session. Sudo apt install open SSH server. Install that as well. So once these both are installed, OpenSSH client and OpenSSH server, we have to do some little bit of configurations here. For that, we will open a file called sshd underscore config. So basically, we have to open this file. So we'll use vi for that. So here we have to make password authentication enable, that is we have to make it yes. So here you can see that pass this is public key authentication. Okay, let's make it this also yes, and we should also have password authentication. Yeah, it is here. I just uncomment it. So as you can see, I have made public key authentication yes and password authentication yes. Save and close this file. So we have now installed latest version of PowerShell and OpenSSH on this Linux virtual machine. Now the same both should be installed on our Windows virtual machine also. For that, I'll just expand this Windows virtual machine. So now I am in this Windows virtual machine. I have opened Google and try to search for install PowerShell 7 on Windows. Click on this link. So there are multiple options available here. Install PowerShell using winget and installing with MSI package. We'll go ahead with MSI package. Click on this and it will download it. And we'll install PowerShell 7 on this machine. Click next. And here is an important step here. Do not forget to enable PowerShell remoting. This must be enabled while installing PowerShell 7. So PowerShell 7 is now installed. Finish. Now next step is to install Open SSH on this Windows machine. For that, you can search for search for optional optional features, where you will get manage optional features. Click on that. Add feature. So as you can see, there are multiple features here. We want Open SSH server. Install that. So it's being installed now. So as you can see, I have installed OpenSSH server now. We need both. We need both of them, OpenSSH client and OpenSSH server. If client is already installed, then you just have to install this one. Otherwise, you have to install both of these. Okay, now this is installed. Now let's go to C drive. Uh, let's go to program data folder. So program data folder, by default, it will be in a hidden state. So that's why you can directly go here and enter program data and press enter. So after installing the OpenSSH, you will see a folder here called SSH. As you can see, there are no contents here as of now. We'll go to services and look for OpenSSH here. OpenSSH server. As you can see, OpenSSH server, and then as you can see, it is not running yet. Double click on that and make it automatic and start it. So as you can see, OpenSSH server is now running. And now if you go to SSH folder, you can see contents created here. Okay, so what we did is we installed PowerShell 7 and OpenSSH on both the virtual machines, that is Linux and Windows virtual machine. And now we will try to SSH into this Windows machine from this Linux machine. For that, I will just enter SSH username. My username is winadmin at IP of the Windows machine 20.192.28.142. It will ask for this key is not known by other names. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes, I want to continue. Yes. And then it will ask for password. We'll enter the password. So now we have established an SSH connection between Linux machine and Windows machine. So basically, we have logged into Windows machine through SSH. Now, if we can dir here. So as you can see, all these are listed. All folders are listed here. But now we did we did SSH to this Windows machine through password. We want to do it through SSH keys, but not the password. So what should we do for that is, let's exit this session first, and then go to uh, .ssh here. We are inside .ssh in Linux virtual machine of user Linux VM. Okay, and ls. As you can see, there are no keys here yet. To generate the keys, use key gen SSH keygen command, SSH keygen command. Okay, you can enter, and it will prompt you for a few answers. Enter file in which to save the key. I'll just I just want it this key to be stored in the present directory itself. That's why I will just press enter, and next it asks for enter passphrase. Uh, uh, since it is just a demo, I won't be creating it with any passphrase, but for security reasons, you have to choose some passphrase. Enter the same passphrase again. I just pressed enter, and then it generated the keys for me. Now if I do ls, as you can see, id underscore rsa, id underscore rsa dot pub keys are created. So id underscore rsa is private key, id underscore rsa dot pub is public key. And now we want to transfer these keys to the Windows virtual machine. So for that, use scp id underscore rsa dot pub to the Windows machine. Of course, it is through SSH. So for that, what I have to do is use my username. Username is winadmin at 20.192.28.142. In this virtual machine, where do I want to copy? I want to copy that key. It is under program data folder, because I want these keys to be in hidden directory, and I am the administrator of both of these machines. Percentage program data percentage slash. Do not forget to put this slash SSH. Press enter, and again it will ask for password. Enter the password, and the file is copied. As you can see in Windows machine here, id underscore rsa dot pub got copied. Okay. And for normal users, the keys will be stored in authorized underscore keys file, but But for administrators, the keys must be stored in administrators underscore authorized underscore keys. So we will SSH into the Windows machine again from the Linux machine. SSH winadmin at IP 142. Enter the password. Now we are inside the Windows virtual machine. Now here cd percentage program data percentage slash SSH. Go inside this folder, program data SSH. Type id underscore RSA dot pub two right angle brackets administrators underscore authorized underscore keys. So basically what we are trying to do here is we are transferring the key id underscore RSA dot pub key into administrators authorized keys. Just let's cross check the spellings here. They should be correct. Administrators it, administrators underscore authorized underscore keys. Press enter. So now as you can see in Windows machine, administrators underscore authorized underscore keys got created. So the file got created, administrators underscore authorized dot keys file got created, but it needs specific permissions, otherwise it won't work. So to give the permissions, we'll run this command, and this should be done only once. I mean, this is just one off job. ICACLS administrators underscore authorized keys slash inheritance colon R space slash grant space inside the double quotes administrators with a capital colon F quotes complete space slash grant space double quotes system colon F quotes complete. Press enter. So note here, only administrators and system are given full access. And exit the SSH session from Linux machine, exit. And now we will do some configuration in SSHD config file under Windows machine. So inside program data SSH folder, you will find a file called sshd underscore config. I will open it with Notepad. I'll just expand this and look for public pub key authentication. So it's here, uncomment it. So we're making sure that pub key authentication must be yes. And then come to end of the file. That is somewhere here after override default of uh, no subsystems. So now in this Windows virtual machine, if we don't configure this SSH server, then we can only use basic commands on the remote machine. So to fully use all PowerShell commands, we will need to configure the SSH server to add PowerShell as subsystem. Okay, so for that we have to add a line here in the Windows virtual machine under SSH underscore config. What that line would be: subsystem PowerShell C colon slash PROGRA tilde operator 1 slash PowerShell slash version is 7 that we have installed, 7 slash pwsh.exe space hyphen ssh s no logo hyphen no profile. By adding this line, we will be able to use PowerShell commands remotely. Save this, minimize this, and now we have to restart the OpenSSH OpenSSH service, restart it. Service got restarted. Minimize this. Now we'll go to Linux machine. Here, now we'll try to SSH again. SSH winadmin at IP 142. Press enter. As you can see, it did not prompt for password. It directly entered into this this Windows machine here. Here, as you can see, C users WinAdmin. So the authentication happened through SSH.